Hola amigos, welcome back to my channel. So I've been watching a lot of Copenhagen videos and now my algorithm is trained to just show me this kind of stuff. And today I found this one called Explore Copenhagen Without Breaking the Bank. And I thought it was interesting to watch because I am a local here. I have lived here for the last few years. But tips for being here without breaking the bank and still having fun are always appreciated. Like I've said before, right? Copenhagen is an expensive city, but once you live here and you enter the labor market, you'll probably feel like it's a very, very good place to live in. Things work. Public healthcare is free. You do pay high taxes, but you get a lot of that in return. Anyway, let's just watch this video and see if there's any helpful tips for a local living here. Let's go.
So this is Copenhagen's most popular spot. All the tourists come here to look at the colorful houses on the waterfront and to get their pictures taken. Welcome to Copenhagen.
This area here is Nyhavn. The 17th century harbor has always been an entertainment district, in former times for sailors and now today for tourists. It's become quite the expensive hangout.
Copenhagen is notorious for its high prices. From accommodation to food and drink and going out, it all adds up really fast. So my challenge is to spend as little money as possible while also enjoying what the city has to offer. Let's go.
Maybe I can also drop a little tip because I was recently here with family that came to visit. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but in this area that I'm pointing here on the left, there's a company, I can't remember the name, but the boat tour cost around, if I remember correctly, 200 kroners per little tour. But if you walk a little tiny bit on this side that I'm pointing out with the mouse here, there's another company that charges 70 kroners for the trip. And I don't know, I didn't take the one for 200 kroner, I took the one for 70, but 70 versus 200, that's 200 is almost 3 times as much. And the one for 70 was really, really great. We had a guide that was super fun. He was wearing all pink and he was playing the Titanic theme song as we were leaving for the tour, which I thought was pretty hilarious. And the flute was he was playing with the flute. The flute was pink as well. He was wearing big glasses, a pink hat. It was hilarious. So I cannot speak of the 200 kroner one, but I just found it very expensive. Maybe it's amazing, maybe it's incredible, you'll have the time of your life, but I had an amazing time as well with the 70 kroners one. So that's my tip for exploring Copenhagen without breaking the bank. If you're gonna take one of these boat tours, maybe give it a chance. Also because some people don't even realize that there are other companies just to the side, and 200 kroner is a bit expensive, also because we were a party of 7. So imagine the savings there. Anyway, let's continue.
Copenhagen is notorious for its high prices. From accommodation to food and drink and going out, it all adds up really fast. So my challenge is to spend as little money as possible while also enjoying what the city has to offer. Let's go.
To get yourself from A to B on the cheap, the best option for public transport is to get a day pass. It costs about 80 Danish crowns, which is about 11 euros, and the ticket is valid for 24 hours. A pretty good deal.
This is super cool. It looks like a roller coaster.
Or get around like the local Copenhageners.
In Copenhagen, you can easily get around by foot or even better by bike. And there's plenty of options to rent bikes out here, whether it's just for a couple hours or even for a couple days.
A rental bike costs around 13 euros per hour, or you can rent one for the whole day for less than 20 euros. The infrastructure in Copenhagen is superb, which makes cycling a lot of fun and safe, even for tourists.
Well, safe even for tourists. I just wanted to chip in there. If you're gonna rent a bike and bike around in Copenhagen, please make sure that you know what you're doing. Please make sure that you know there are some, and I didn't know when I came here, right? I'm coming from Mexico. Biking is not something we do, but when you want to stop, you need to stop. You need to signal that you want to stop. When you want to turn, you need to signal that you're going to the right or to the left. And yeah, you really need to know what you're doing, because I've seen a lot of people on these rental bikes that stop out of nowhere without signaling it, or turn left without waiting for the traffic light, and it can be quite dangerous actually. And Copenhageners, at least in my experience, are not friendly when it comes to people not following the biking rules. The biking rules, not Viking rules. But yeah, please, if you're gonna rent a bike, make sure you know how to ride a bike, obviously, and that you know the signals that you need to make when you need to stop, turn left or right, etc.
And this way, you can easily see the main sites on your own. But if that's not enough, stop by the city hall at around 10 in the morning.
Yeah, the change of guard. No, the free walking tours, yeah.
If you don't want to miss the main sites, a sightseeing tour is always a great idea, especially if it's free.
You'll recognize the free tours by the guide's colorful umbrellas. Payment is voluntary and donation-based. After an hour and a half with these tour guides, you'll become a true Copenhagen expert.
There is one thing you're going to notice on our tour, the absence of old medieval buildings. That is because the city has burned down twice. Any questions? Shall we go that way? Let's go that way. Let's go that way.
I love these free walking tours. I've done it quite a few times when people come and visit me.
If you're a fan of museums, many of them in Copenhagen are free on Wednesdays, so make sure to check that out.
The Glyptotek here is one of the city's top museums, with one of the largest private sculpture and art collections in Denmark. Sightseeing has got me feeling peckish, but dining in Copenhagen is quite expensive. A simple dish and drink can cost about 25 euros, a cappuccino well over 5 euros, and even water can easily cost 3 euros.
Make sure to have a water bottle with you so you can refill it at different spots around the city and save some cash that way. Cheers!
But don't worry, there are also some other cheap options. I recommend going to one of the street food markets. The biggest one here is Reffen, right at the harbor. There you can get some delicious food for about 10 euros. Or stock up at the bakery. Danish pastries are just heavenly. A pastry like this costs about 3 euros.
This is my choice. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go for this one here.
This Danish hot dog is called a pølse and has a lot of yummy toppings. A typical Danish fast food. For about 5 euros, I'm in.
All right, let's try my very first pølse. Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I love those too.
Then there's the matter of staying overnight. Hotels in Copenhagen can easily cost 200 euros per night. If you're fine with shared bathrooms and bedrooms, then I would book a hostel. That way, you can get a place to sleep for as little as 50 euros a night.
That's still expensive for a hostel.
Are you up for some cool, trendy neighborhoods? Then Nørrebro and Vesterbro are the places to be. Cool mixtures of the old and the new.
Yeah, I recommend Nørrebro. Also on the topic of getting food for little, you can find a lot of nice places in Nørrebro where you don't have to spend that much, and it's really good. I don't know about Vesterbro if you can find that many. I mean, you probably can, but I would say in Nørrebro you can find much more variety and lower prices, I guess.
You'll find that it's totally laid back here. This attitude towards life has a name. Hygge.
Yeah.
Be sure to take a trip to the harbor. You'll find waterfront areas everywhere that invite you to chill out. And they often include spots to go for a swim.
You better visit in the summer then. You wouldn't be
This is so
doing this in
cool.
winter.
It's a beautiful day today and people are just chilling here, sunbathing, going for a swim at the harbor. And there's many spots like this around the city. They're constantly checking the water quality, and when the water quality is good,
Looks like
why not?
she's at
Why not go for a
Nordhavn,
swim?
right?
And it's for
I think
free.
so.
Remember my tip about the day ticket? This yellow boat is a water bus, and you can ride it with your day ticket and cruise through the harbor, saving about 100 Danish crowns or 14 euros for a seat on the tour boat.
I've actually never taken
Another
one of
insider
those.
tip that's free, the roof of the parking garage Konita Luders in Nordhavn.
Whoa. Now this is unexpected.
It's probably the coolest outdoor gym in town, a great place to get a workout in or simply hang out in the sun.
I've actually seen that, but I've never been to it.
Not an insider tip and not free either is the Tivoli amusement park in the city center.
I was just about to say
a
Tivoli
must
is
for
not
many
cheap.
tourists. However, there is an admission fee, plus you pay extra for the rides.
Yeah. Still a must.
But there is
though.
also an awesome alternative on the outskirts of the city.
I am in Bakken, the oldest amusement park in the world. And the best thing about it is that there's no entrance fee, and you don't even have to queue.
There are over 50 rides here, modern and old classics. Unfortunately, they're not free, but the cheapest ride costs just under 4 euros. It feels so classic, old-fashioned, and nostalgic here.
I really love roller coasters, and this one here is the oldest one in Denmark, and it's made of wood, so I'm really excited to ride it.
I've been there
I've
only
chosen
once
the most
in Bakken.
expensive ride for 8 euros,
I also
but
had
it's
a great
must.
time, but
I'm ready.
It's a little bit out of. It's a little. You have to be maybe take a train for half an hour if I remember correctly, something like that. Looks fun though.
Oh my god, that was way more terrifying and exciting than I expected. I was screaming the whole time. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
It's time to do the math. How much did this day in Copenhagen cost me? A metro ticket, bike rental, donation for the tour guide, pastry, hot dog, a soft drink, and roller coaster. That all adds up to about 64 euros. Not a bad deal.
Yeah, that's not too
So,
bad.
what have we
Plus
found out today?
accommodation, I
You
guess.
can, in fact, enjoy Copenhagen without completely breaking the bank and fully immerse yourself in the city. I know I've had heaps of fun today.
If you'd
All
like
right. Well, I would also add you can spend a lot of time in the city center in Nordport. Close to Nordport, you have a stall, which is a very long commercial street, and just walking around there, if the weather is nice, it doesn't have to be like warm, but at least if it's not raining, you can just walk around there, see the different shops. There's a lot of times people playing music in the street, so it's quite hyggeligt. That's the word in Danish that the host of this video also mentioned. I'm sure there's a few more that I would add, but I think this list was pretty good. So if you're in Copenhagen for a day or two, you should definitely try some of the things on this list. Anyway, I guess that is it for today's video. As usual, if there's anything you'd like me to react to next, please put it down in the comment down below. Without any further ado, thank you so much for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.